a respite. They say the Republicans, they must be spies.
I'm working on my campaign. I'm working on my campaign. It's a big campaign. It's taken all my time.
I'm Scott McLaughlin. I'm also a Republican, so we all just kind of congregated over here for the most part. I guess I'd have more libertarian than anything. I just want government to get out of the way of everything. I feel like every part of my life is regulated. You know, some good, some bad. But again, regulation adds the cost, adds the I don't own my own business, but someday I hope to. And I can just see regulation costing me more money than how it works. And then when it comes to stuff like Obamacare, it's still like something that's not necessarily needed. I've worked since I've been 18. I've had insurance on my road since I've been 18. I feel like everybody should have their opportunity. But I don't feel like it's government's place to give that.
Okay.
I just want to say quickly that anything calls up again.
That's fine. So I was going to say the chair over here because it's kind of hard to hear. I know.
Next chair over here.
That's fine.
I just don't want to draw attention to it.
Yeah, no problem. We're glad you're here.
I'm Jim Smith. I live in York Township. I run on a small amount of property here in a town called Four Hands for Kids. I mostly stayed out of politics for most of my life, but I've been forced to get into it lately because of my concern for the future for the kids. I worked in the Obama campaigns and both his campaigns. I've been a lifelong independent, but I've been forced from the Democratic Party by the Republicans. I'm concerned the Republicans no longer support the democratic principles the country was established on. They are willing to do, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend you ladies either, but the Republicans have shown me across the country that they're willing to do whatever they need to do to try and get or retain power. We've seen examples of that in Michigan, we've seen examples of it all across the country. And I think we need to protect our democratic principles, and at this point, I think that means that we need to hold the Republican feet to the fire on some of the things they've been doing.
Okay. So first of all, thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it. I want to make sure, because we have a lot of differing points of view here today, and I want to make sure that we listen to each other respectfully and learn from each other, because I think there is a lot of differing. Would you like to introduce yourself and join us?
My name's Dave Snyder. I live here in town.
Yep, good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Thanks for coming. And you have an exciting project.
What?
You have an exciting project right down the street.
And
We were just going around introducing ourselves and basically where we were from, and then we started getting a little bit into political issues, and I think there's a very diverse array of opinion, which is great here. But I have coffees all over the district. I will just tell you first of all that I come from being a nonpartisan, a local elected official. So I work with everybody, Republican, Democrat, Independent, Libertarian. That's my job as a public servant. I represent all of the people in my district, and I want to learn and I want to help. And there's reasons I'm running, but I most importantly want to set the tone that everybody here respects each other and learns and listens to learn a little bit from each other, and not come like as a, I've had some coffees where people kind of get argumentative, so we're here to learn from each other. That's really why I have a circle. I want to make sure that, at the end of the day, we're all in a community together. We all need to work together to solve the problems in our community. So I would appreciate it if we start with that kind of tone. And Dave, I just want to say I'm really glad that you came over to say hi. You want to talk a little bit about your new project?
No.
Really?
I'm
Just
here
2
about
minutes?
what you're doing and not what I'm doing.
Okay. Well, then I'll just give you a pitch for you. Dave just did the development across the street, that new big development, the building that's multi-use, I guess is the best word, residential on top and some retail on the bottom. And it's really, really exciting for Milan. And I will say, I came to the opening because I actually moved to Saline 28 years ago, and from Washington, D.C., where I was an accountant, and I'm originally from New York, outside New York City. But, so I got involved in the community. I came with an infant son and had a pretty heavy-duty career in D.C., so I was used to working many hours. And when you come with a baby, you don't really know anybody, and it's kind of like, what do I do? And my neighbor, who was running for council again, came by with a petition for, we had a challenge grant from a business in our community on building a rec center, and I said, I think that's a really great idea. Let me know if I can do anything to help. And the next thing I know, 2 days later, I'm meeting with the mayor. They're like, "Oh, we want you to chair our fundraising committee." You know how this goes.
Yes, exactly.
How many people in this room have volunteered to help in their community, right? If you just totally get taken. So anyhow, so that led to my chairing the rec center fundraising committee, which are actually celebrating the 25th anniversary this year in June. So it's really exciting. And that's how I actually got involved in the community. And the reason I'm bringing it up is because I did the fundraising. We built the rec center. Then there was an environmental commission. The mayor asked me to get involved with that. It was a new mayor. And then the mayor asked me to run for city council. So I was sort of like, okay. And I was running unopposed. So I was kind of like, what do we do? And we had, I don't know how many people are familiar, you're familiar with Celine, 25 years ago. We had a very similar property, just like Dave's property in the corner, what's now called Murphy's Crossing. So when I ran for city council, I ran on downtown revitalization and on bringing business and investing in the community of Celine. And, I've learned a lot since then. I know that you need to have the right kind of investor, the right kind of community support, the right kind of partnership and collaboration with government and business, and we were very fortunate to have a really significant development come forward in Celine. But when I first ran for city council, that was my platform, quality of life, downtown reinvestment, because it was pretty dead. And I really worked hard on that, and I know that here in Milan, you're now a select, your Main Street program, which is really awesome, because when I first got on council, I wanted to do the Main Street program. The city manager was like, no, it's expensive, we don't have the time, we don't have the money, blah, 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 we don't have the volunteers, and, you can make it work if you want to, right? So, congratulations to Dave and the Milan community. So I'm doing your own plug, just since because it is really fundamental to the community and to bringing people together. And at the end of the day, I think that's one of the most important things that we need to be doing in our country. It's really embracing community and working together.